Art of Rally is one of my favorite rally games. It is in my opinion, the midpoint between an insanely arcadey game and a full-on simulator. So it still has the difficulty of the simulator, but it won't punish you for doing things wrong or driving unwell. And it just lets you do it however you want and still have a good time. So in this video I will probably start with just going on to group 4 that I have recently really unlocked for basically for this video. I haven't driven any of the group 4 cars, I've literally just finished group 3, so I'm really curious to see how group 4 will go. Now, as I did say, I have nothing unlocked in stage 4. I was thinking of like doing the first 2 races and then just do a single rally with the 5 stages instead of doing the 4 stages, but I wanted to have in this video my first impressions of the cars that are in this group. So the cars that we have is totally not a Renault 5, totally not a BMW, I don't remember which one, totally not a Volvo, which I love the name for it, the Turbo Brick, totally not a BMW M1, the totally not a Ford Cosworth, and the car that I actually haven't finished, or haven't gotten, I guess. Oh yeah, I also have the totally not an Alpina. I'm kind of liking the idea of driving this car, just through in this stage, just to see how it works. So our first stage will be the dirt stage. Let's see how we do is in Kenya. Homa Bay, stage 1 of 4. Ooh, this sounds good. Now, I'm not the best at this game, I just mostly play to have fun. I've never really been good at a lot of racing games. I do okay at them, but I don't do great at them. I always am just in the middle of the road. If I went into an actual race, it probably would just been placed somewhere like 5th out of the 10 people racing. Not the greatest, not the worst. The reason I decided to do this video on this game is mostly because the developers of this game, Fun Selector, have recently, or at least recently at the time of recording, announced a new game that is in the style of Art of Rally, but is more SnowRunner than a rally game, which made me very interested in it and put me in the mood of actually playing this game, which made me nearly crash out. Ooh, shit. I went a bit too much into the side. I thought I was not gonna hit it. And that's what I mean by I'm not very good at this game. Ooh, that was very well, nicely done. I was thinking that I was gonna spin out in the moment there, but I thankfully didn't. But yeah, this game is a lot of fun to just do a rally, because I have tried Dirt Rally, which is a full-on simulator, and it's such a difficult game that doesn't really tutorialize you, whereas this game actually does have a tutorial that will showcase to you, so that you can actually learn how to do a lot of the things that will be useful in this game, and not just, here you go, have a car, good luck. When I first started playing this game, the top-down nature of it was very off-putting for me, because I'm usually used to proper third-person game that would have the camera right behind the car, but the more I started playing this game, the much easier it became to actually play it this way. Ah, god, no, I could have just gone there, now I have a 5-second penalty, god damn it. Right, go around here. There's some zebras enjoying the rally as well. Or in case enjoying my poor driving. A lot of zebras in this map, which is interesting. And finish. Totally didn't hit that sign there. Right, now we're on to stage 2. Let's see how we'll do in this one. Good start, nice fresh start. Oh look, Giraffe's enjoying some water. And this game has a lot of different difficulty settings, where you can make it as easy for you to drive or as difficult for you to drive. I went pretty much in the middle of the road because Oh, go away. Why did you do that? I put the difficulty in the middle of the road difficulty because I like having control of the car, but I don't want it to be basically undrivable. So I have the gear shift being done automatically, and I have the counter steering set to 100, like 25% instead of 100, which technically should make you holding the drift easier. But even for me at that point, I can't really hold drifts that well. And sometimes I overcook them. This race is not going well. This is going awful. This stage is just complete bollocks. I can't drive this car for some reason. This is the worst thing I've had driven it. Get out of the way, people. Stop being on the road. What I like about this game a lot is that it basically goes through what I would call the golden age of rally, where there weren't as strict laws, so stuff like Group B cars could happen, which were just insane monsters. Why am I so bad at this driving this car? All-time rally before Group B got ended. It was a whole different thing. People in the road trying to get away from cars going 100 bajillion miles an hour. And just not as many rules, so cars could get a lot insanely powerful, insanely light. Get out of my way. And just in general be really fast. Yeah, there were a lot more deaths during that time, but like, it was raw in what it was. The rally won't ever be the same way that it was there back then. Now it's all just inline 4 cars weighing, still weighing nothing, but shite. The rally cars nowadays they're alright. They are just of the same shape. They don't look interesting, at least because the cars of yesteryear were insane. They just, every single one of them was unique. There was no car that was basically the same car but with a different livery on. But nowadays it's basically just that. And it just, rally just doesn't seem as interesting anymore. It's kind of the reason why I don't really follow rally. I wish I was able to follow this type of rally back when they were actually being raced at these insane speeds. It's not that newer rally doesn't go such an insane speed, but it's just, it doesn't feel the same. And especially with them trying to go fully electric, which I hope they don't do. The more electric cars start becoming mainstream, the more annoyed I get, because the fun about all of these car races is that you hear the cars properly, you hear the engines roaring in the distance and not just the whine of an electric motor. So having games like these in their rally where they use all the cars from previous rallies groups and you're able to race them is just so nice. That was such a bad run. Like, oh my goodness. Right, on to stage 3. Lake Nakuru. Gonna go without any repairs because I don't run damage. But let's see how I do on this one then. This is a very straightforward road. I think they can just go high speed and not be an idiot like I am right now. This is a very short race as well. Like, I'll be done in less than 2 minutes. I hope there's at least a race in this with a really nice jump for a thumbnail. And finished. That was really short. I did not expect it to be that short. And the stage 4 will be the same. This racing game is just, it feels nice. And you can actually play it really well on a controller. Not on a controller, but on a keyboard, because I started playing this game on a keyboard and then I went onto a controller. Playing on a controller is way easier, but it is still playable on keyboard. Like, most racing games are better played on a controller because it's much easier to go left and right when you can tell that how much left or right you can, instead of just fully left or fully right, or fully go and fully stop. There are some games where playing on keyboard is really easy, which is like Burnout Paradise and insanely arcadey games. But for games like this and most simulator games, you really need a controller or a racing wheel, which I do have, but I don't think on this game it would work really well. Get out of my way. People standing on the racetrack, or I guess the pad that you will go in racing, they don't really do that anymore. They can't be allowed to do that because of unsafe how it is. But back then they really didn't care about the safety, just that, yeah, go ahead, doesn't matter. Ow, ow, stupid hay bales. And I crushed the finish in 1 minute 41. Let's see how I did. First place, ooh, not that much though. I was only like 38 seconds ahead of everyone else. Or second place, I guess. But how many stages did I win? 25. So I won a total of 1 out of 4 stages. Hey, unlike my first Group B car. A rotary B7. It is a Mazda, but I don't remember what Mazda was in Group B. And a bonus livery for Group 4. Nice. Right, let's see what 1978 has gotten us. I'm gonna probably use a different car because that car is a bit hard to do. I like the name Turbo Brick, so I might use that. Now let's drive the Volvo. In the snow. So we're gonna be in Sweden or Finland. Norway! Close enough. So picking the Volvo was a good idea. It's basically in its home stages. I did think of playing this game until I got to Group B and do a video of me do Group B for the first time in this game. But nah. I must say the amount of snow that I see is kind of steering my eyes because of how bright it is. It's a very technical, it isn't as straightforward as all of the African ones. African ones was just mostly speed, this actually has curves. I must say I like the sound of the turbo. It doesn't have a blow off, it just flutters. This drives very much nicer than the BMW M1, I say as I crash. Now go away, I didn't need a 5-second penalty for that. I only went a tiny bit off course. Yeah, sometimes this game lags a bit and I don't know why, like, it just shouldn't, it runs on basically anything. You could run it on a toaster most likely. But for me, for some reason, it sometimes lags and flies like a helicopter. Honestly, with this camera angle, I'm just imagining that I'm a cameraman on a helicopter watching this car race, even though I am the one that's racing this car and doing poorly. I hope these rally stages have some nice jumps. And it does! So now I can show the photo mode. And the niceness about this game is that it's full in 3D. This one might end up being the thumbnail. How dirty can I make the lens? I see no difference. Yeah, I think this looks nice. And this is probably going to be the thumbnail. Now back to the race. I do enjoy how this game captures the essence of how it probably was to race in rally back in the day. Tarmac stages. My least favorite types of stages because they always not do great with them. Because on tarmac you have a lot more grip than in the snow or gravel. So it's always harder to do what you want. I must say I do like racing in the night because it especially while this entire place is covered in snow, it doesn't sear your eyes, so you can just focus on the task at hand, which is staying on the road. Aww, the buildings have lights on. I like the tiny attention to the detail that these games have. Look at the fire pits that they've built and some people thinking they can cross the road. This game is really pretty. It's simplistic, but it's just, it looks so nice. Everything works so well. You don't need a game to be super realistic to be a good game. You just need it to feel good. Ooh, now we're getting some proper speed. I think I reached 100 miles per hour that just then. I didn't see, the last number I saw was like 98, I think. So let's see how much faster can I get on this stage. 91, 92, 93, and a corner. 93, I hope I can get to 100. Maybe not on this stage though, because by the looks of it, we are about to end. And across the line. Ooh, those brakes are very red. Ow. That drift was going so well as well. God damn it. Why would there be someone that actually bothers enough to clear all the gravel off, well, all the snow off the gravel track? You would just take the gravel with you. Maybe there was just someone with a giant salt bucket just going through the entire stage, clearing it up out of snow with salt. That's probably what's happening. Though I wouldn't want to be the guy that cleans the car after, because salt on a car is awful. Was that a German flag in Norway? The country that I live in actually has a really prominent rally lifestyle because a lot of rally stages, at least modern day rally stages, happen in my country. But unfortunately, these types of rally cars, as well as up until the Group B and probably even beyond, I don't think ever happened in my country because we were part of the Soviet Union for such a very long time. We only left in like 1992. Maybe Group B did happen. I'm gonna have to do some research on that, but I don't think it did. I do wonder if Group B actually happened in my country, because I don't recall that it ever did. Of course, I wasn't still born back then for it to happen, so chances of me seeing it would have still been zilch. But it would be fun to see, like, if there's some recordings left over, if there have been Group B rallies in my country. But if it was before 1991 or 1992, chances of that being are slim to none. Wait. Don't crash. Very close. Get out of my way. That guy definitely would have been crushed. I do enjoy how they model people just by differently colored rectangles, because why model actual people? Actually, I just remembered that if you manage to flip in this game, you can actually, I don't know if it's on all cars, but on quite a lot of cars, they have a hashtag and then the name of the car. So if I flipped this car, I probably would have the name hashtag brick on it. It's just a really funny touch. Yeah, I'm not great at racing games, but I like them. And I want to get good at racing games. 227, not bad. And that's it. That was group 4 first 2 stages. 9:33, 50 seconds ahead of second place. Not bad at all. Let's see how many wins. Stage wins 50, so 2 of them. But I still take first place because I was the most consistent. The one thing I like about this game is that it doesn't show where you are, so I don't have to carry him out as much. Well, guessing by the name, you're a BMW. Inland 5520. Yeah, Group B was a scary time. I can't wait to get the Audi. That will be very much fun. Right, this was Art of Rally, a really fun rally game, and when the developers for this game release their new one, I will definitely get it, play it, and make a video about it as soon as possible. But until then, I guess that's it. See you next time.